Hey gang, John Bacarella here with the Lake St. Clair Fishing Report, brought to you by Sportsmen's Direct. It is Thursday, November 3rd, and it was like 70 degrees outside today, and it's been like just beautiful all week, so I hope you've had a chance to get out and enjoy it. Water temperature on the lake is up to 55 degrees, so it was down to like 49 2 weeks ago, and the weather has just been phenomenal. I mean, it's been like a crazy Indian summer. Other than real heavy fog in the mornings that I know a lot of you guys have experienced, but once you get through that foggy period in the morning, it's just been gorgeous. We've had light winds, sunny skies. If you look at the satellite image, the lake has cleaned up quite a bit. In some areas, I mean, it's really clear out there. And hopefully I'll say it right now. For you guys that are perch fishing out in those real clear waters, throw a slip bobber. You'll thank me later. Just throw a slip bobber and get away from the boat. Even if you're in like 14 feet of water, throw a slip bobber, okay? If you're fishing underneath the boat, you are missing a lot of the action. So if you don't, I mean, oh well. But for the guys that do, I think you'll thank me. So anyways, yeah, look at that satellite image. You'll see a lot of clear water. There still looks like there's some algae action going on over on the Canadian side and then down on Erie too, which is, I mean, the water is not that warm and we haven't had that much rain, so I don't get it. But anyways, there's still been some algae action going on for this late in the season, which is, I think, is kind of strange. Water levels are still down. They're going to stay down. It's fairly normal this time of the year to have the water levels really drop. But that wind really, like I talked about in the last report, really helped push a lot of water out. Now, with that said, for you guys that got out earlier this week, like Mike Coleman, who was still casting for muskies, and it looks like his muskie bite slowed down, and he's catching largemouths this week on Medusas. So what's up, dude? I mean, you were catching walleyes on Medusas, and now you're catching largemouths on Medusas. So, but I think you're going to go back to muskies here real quick on this next weather change. Dan Holland was out there. He got a nice limit of walleyes up in the channels up on the north end, and also got a beautiful Atlantic. So when we get water temperatures now at like 55 degrees, like everything is happy. So the smallie bite is usually going crazy strong, and it is. The walleye bite is going strong. The perch bite is going strong. The panfish bite is going strong. Everything loves that water temperature like in the mid-50s, okay? And you can catch fish of any species pretty much anywhere on the lake right now, or up in the St. Clair River or Detroit rivers when that water temperature is at 55. Salmon are comfortable. Every species out here in the lake is comfortable with 55-degree water, and they're at like maximum activity level. So, that's just the way it is in the fall. So for all you guys that are hunting, sitting up in tree stands enjoying the great weather, that's awesome. But for you fishermen that don't have any pleasure boats out on the lake, it's awesome for you guys too. So anyway, 55-degree water, lots of clear water out there. But this weather is going to change, and it's not going to change for the better. It doesn't look like coming this weekend. Looks like we got another big blow coming, which I totally don't understand at all, because we're already going to be like 70 degrees. We were like close to 70 today, and it's not supposed to get really warm, but they got this massive wind event forecasted for Saturday. So we'll see if that happens. But I was just looking at the national weather map, and I don't see anything out there that's going to do that. There's like 4 small low pressure systems off to the west and southwest, or actually 5, I think. And unless they all come together and like really, start to spin or something, I don't know. I don't know where this wind's going to come from. I would expect we'd get a northerly blow like going into the early part of next week, but I didn't even see that forecasted because it's supposed to cool off quite a bit. So I don't know. The stock market is crazy. The freaking weather is crazy. It's all crazy. Maybe Tuesday will fix all that. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, so perch bite. I know Don Murray was out in the dumping grounds just I think yesterday, and he got a nice mess of perch out there and got some walleyes mixed in too. So, I mean, the bite is just going. The Detroit River bite for walleyes is still going strong. Guys are fishing from shore down there and jigging from boats down there and doing great. Walleye bite up on the St. Clair River is still going great. The guys that are whipping are just smoking them up there on the St. Clair River right now. Sounds like it's a relatively early bite. It's starting out early and then it's ending early in the evening. The guys, but then again, when you're smoking them as fast as these guys are out there, I mean, by 9 o'clock, your arms are tired anyway. So it's time to go in, call it an early night and clean fish. I know Garrett Samsel's up there on that north end too. He just took a young guy out on his boat and was able to do like a trifecta. He got him into a really nice muskie. He got him into some great smallies. And I think they started out the morning with a walleye limit. So, I mean, where else can you do that other than Lake St. Clair and the connecting waters? I mean, it's pretty amazing what you can do out there. And especially when you got 55-degree fall temps and conditions like we just had. You can pretty much go anywhere on the lake and do anything you need to do. So, panfish bite. Panfish bite is going too in the canals, guys, and most of the boats are out. So we're almost really into dock season, and usually it's right around the same time gun season opens up. I know behind the little store we still had a few boats back there. I know some of you guys are chomping at the bit to get back into the marinas, but we got to wait till those boats are out of there. But I'm going to guess within the next 10 days we should see those boats come out. And then, but for you guys like Cody Sedler that got kayaks, get those yaks in the water, get into those marinas. Probably about 90% of the boats are out of the marinas now. So those fish are really not, they don't have as many places to hide. And when you do have boats in the water, now they're structure, because now you got just a handful of boats instead of, 100,000 boats. So if the fish are hiding underneath a boat, it's pretty easy to figure out which ones they're hiding under. So that works to your advantage now with only having a few boats in there. It's bend time for you guys to start casting from shore. Really, the bite has been going for weeks now. It's probably slowed down a little bit in and around the shop here with the water temperatures bumping up, but probably not really. I mean, the water clarity is definitely improved. The bait fish are probably going to be a little more skittish. It's generally a little bit better when you got some color in the water, so maybe we're going to need a blow to pick things back up. But that bite from shore should still be going, and it's going to go all the way till ice up. The only thing that you're going to want to change up a little bit is as the water cools back off and gets really cold, you want to slow your retrieve down probably a little bit more and even fish higher in the water column. But that bite's just going to go all the way till we ice up. Trying to think if I got anything else for you guys right now. Let's see. I think that's really about it. Take advantage of maybe tomorrow's going to be the better wind than, it's going to be a similar wind, I think, to what we had today. And then Saturday is going to blow, and then Sunday it looks like it's going to taper back off, and we're going to, you're going to have a little better conditions out there on Saturday. And then going into next week, it looks like we got light winds forecasted again with cooler temperatures. So although I think they're going to be a lot of east winds, but it should be really light, if I believe what they're forecasting. So with all this going on, get out there, enjoy the weather that we've got before it changes. It won't be long. It's going to get really cold. Get out and vote next week, okay? Definitely get out and vote. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on. Get out and vote, and vote some of these bums that we got in there out that are doing none of us any good. That's all I'm going to say politically right now. And we'll see you at the store this weekend. Hey, if you like this video content and you want to get updated as soon as the next video is out there, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, and you'll get notified as soon as the next video is up.